Welcome back, Stan here, your moving forward and goal success coach. Slight change of location. We have a house full of kids. Our niece and nephew are over for the school holidays. But I didn't want you to miss the morning makeover. This week is all about determining what you should be doing that is critical. So last week we talked about finding the time in your busy morning to do the things that are important to you. Today, I want you to think about what should and what you shouldn't be doing in the first few hours of the day. Now, it's an important idea to ponder. So often we get stuck in a rut or a routine doing things because that's what we've always done. And we do it without really thinking about whether or not it's the best use of our time. It's not about cramming more things into less time. Making over your morning isn't about figuring out how to cram more tasks into fewer hours. And when you read some books and articles on productivity and time management, that's often the main message or gist of it. Now, while it can help in the short term, it isn't a good long-term strategy for meaning change. Very soon you hit a limit about how much faster and how much more efficient you can get. So shift your thinking and try to add to what you do in the morning. Now, if you want 15 minutes for reading, meditation, or exercise, don't just think about getting up 15 minutes earlier, that's handy, or shaving 15 minutes off your morning routine by showering faster and getting dressed in record time and rushing through breakfast. In other words, don't add to your already lengthy list of things that need to get done. You only feel more and more rushed and stressed if you do. Now, it's all about making smart choices about using your time instead of what you should be thinking about. Is this the best use of my time in the morning? Compare your perfect morning that we did with your current morning routine. Now, what aren't you doing on your ideal morning? You can start by cutting things out. Finding time to do what's important to you becomes much easier. Now, there's two great ways of finding out things that you can stop doing. Now, the first is to look for busy work. This is something that you do out of habit that doesn't necessarily need to be done every day. Maybe it's checking your email first thing in the morning or playing around on Facebook for half an hour while you drink your coffee. Now, if that's how you choose to spend your time, that's perfectly fine. But if you're doing it out of a habit, then maybe it'd be time to rethink. The second way to earn back time is to see things that you're doing that others could do for themselves. Now, kids are a perfect example. We start out fixing their breakfast, making their lunch, cleaning up after them, picking out their clothes, and making sure that their backpack is packed and ready to do whatever they need to do. Now, when they're really small, we often need to do these things, but we continue to do them long after they're capable of doing these things on their own. So, did things change? If so, is it time to lighten your load and get help from your partner or your kids? A few small changes may be all it takes to make time in your busy morning for what's important to you. Till next time, life is an adventure. Create an extraordinary one.